Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is going to Google, type in BLAST, and then search. The next thing that you're going to do is click on the first thing that comes up that has blast.ncbi. So we're going to click on that. We're going to scroll down until it says Protein BLAST. Click on that. You will get to this screen. So in the directions it says in the box where it says enter accession number, this is where you're going to paste your sequence. So this is our protein sequence that you guys have from the handout. We're going to hit blast, and this is going to search for a little while. But while it's searching, I have basically looked this up already. So here are all of our different matches. So the first part of the assignment is to find the first 3 best matches. So these are the first 3 best matches, and you can tell that because 100% of our search query is actually covered. And you can also tell that based on the e-value. So 0 is the best, but then if you have something like e to the negative 178, that's pretty close to 0, so that's all right. The next thing that you want to do is search and figure out how well your sequence actually matches. So here they're telling us that 539 out of 539 amino acids match up. What we can do is click on this link, and this will take us to the actual match. So the top is the query sequence. This is the one that we put in. The bottom one is the subject sequence, and that's the one that came back from the search. So in the middle here, this is the comparison. So they're telling you where there's a T for your search and a T for the results, the T actually matches. So here, because the expected value is 0, that's our E value, we have a 100% match. And the organism that it matches to is a mouse, and this is the CD40 ligand. So the next organism, if we scroll down, again, 259 out of 260 bases match, and if you take a look right here, you can see this gap, and this is where we have the mismatch. So if you see a gap rather than the letter in the middle, you know that this is a non-conserved amino acid mutation. And you can also tell that this is a B-surface protein antigen from the CD40 ligand. If we scroll further down, this is the third closest organism. Now this is a rat, and this is why there's going to be a couple of mismatches. So you can see that this is again the CD40 ligand, which is exactly the sequence that I gave you. And you can see that there's a couple of different mismatches. This time you can see that there's 5 mismatches. So you can see that there's a hole right in here where there's a mismatch that's not conserved. But if you take a look right next to it, you will see that there's a plus sign in the middle. So what that means is that the amino acid is actually conserved. So you went from an N to an S, and chances are they're either the same size or the same charge or something that has to do with that. So this is the first 2 parts of your assignment. For the last part of your assignment, we're going to scroll back down up where it says descriptions, and what we're going to do is click on the accession number, and this is going to take us to the articles that are available about this protein. So again, like I mentioned, this is our CD40 ligand from the mouse, and this tells you here's our CD40 ligand, here's our accession number that we clicked on, and a part of your assignment is to be able to look up references. So if you take a look here, here's one reference, and it tells you from amino acid number 1 to amino acid 260, this group of people studied this. Here's the title of their paper. And if you click on the PubMed link, this will take you directly to the paper. So now what you can do is you can read the abstract, you can figure out whether this paper is relevant to you or not, and if it is, you can click Final Version, and that will take you to the actual paper. And assuming you have the ability to download it, you will be able to open it. So an additional part of your assignment will be a sequence that I hand out to you that has nothing to do with what you did right now. It's a different sequence, but you will probably follow the same procedures. So if I give you a protein sequence, you will paste it into the BLAST-P. If I give you a nucleotide sequence, you can paste it into here. Obviously the sequence will be A, T, C's, and G's, and it will not have anything to do with the other letters, but you'll paste the sequence here, scroll down, hit blast, and you will see a familiar screen that looks just like this. Good luck!